about moving to Raleigh, North Carolina? Well, I'm here to tell you everything about the good and especially the bad in this video. Now, probably you're in front of your computer and you're going, okay, I need to move there, but what is it that I actually need to know that is not quite as pink and fluffy and nice? So I'm here to walk you through some of the 5 things that I think are important to know before moving to Raleigh, North Carolina. So stay with me. Welcome back. If this is your first time on the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living, having fun, having a job here, moving with kids here to the Raleigh, North Carolina area, then please subscribe and click the bell button for notifications so you can be the first one to know about everything that there is to know here in Raleigh. My name is Yoana, and me and my team here get a lot of calls every single day from people just like you and you, and I absolutely love it. So if you are considering coming here and you want to know more about the area, please let me know. You can text me, you can email me, we can even schedule a Zoom call, whatever works for you. I'd love to be the one that would help you with this transition here to Raleigh, North Carolina, and would make it as smooth and happy as possible. So, as I was saying in today's video, I am going to walk you through some of the not so pink and fluffy items that people complain about. And you know what? The reality is that every state has its good points, its bad points, and I myself, when I came here from Los Angeles, was Googling, right? What is there that I need to know about living in Raleigh, North Carolina? Oh, here it is.
Hey.
I'm recording.
You're recording? Okay.
This is fine, come on.
All right.
So this is actually my husband. We both relocated here with our daughter, our 4-year-old. So we are here to, he's part of our team. He's our marketing director, also helps a lot of buyers and sellers. We've sold hundreds of homes throughout the year. So actually it's good that you're here. We can do this in a very original way. By the way, none of our videos are scripted, so...
What are you recording right now?
I am recording the bad things about moving to Raleigh.
Oh God.
So, and I have about few or so that I'm going to share with you guys. So yeah, let's start with the one thing that for him was, I think, a pretty good deal, to be honest, just because
I mean, we moved here from LA,
yeah,
right? Where the weather was absolutely gorgeous.
Exactly.
Perfect.
So let's start with the heavy rains, just because that was actually the last one on my list. But he is a tennis player. Like in California, he would work from home even before COVID, and he was on a tennis court by 3-4 p.m.
Sometimes
he
on
would
golf
work.
Course. Combine the two.
Yeah, he would work with this coast, and then it was like 3 p.m. there, you know, here it's like 6 p.m. So he's like, okay, I'm done. So I'm going golfing or I'm going to play tennis. So guess what? What are you playing now, honey?
Well, because of the weather here, honestly, you never know if it's going to rain or it's going to be sunny. Several times it happened that we went on the court and we want to start playing, and 5 minutes later, it was just pouring, literally pouring. And so I got in the car and I was driving back home, and guess what? I was about 3 miles away from my house. At my house, it was totally dry. Everything was dry. So I was like, what's happening?
Heavy rains. But what do you play now?
Well, I play, because it's indoor, I play mostly squash. I play pickleball, I play some racquetball sometimes.
Pickleball is outside. But anyway, we switched from the outside. And it was a big thing for him. And
occasionally I still go back and still play tennis. Yeah. Because I still love it. But.
Right, so again, there's pickleball, there's tennis. You know, some people would say, well, there's actually 2 seasons here. And by the way, I have another video that I've published about things that people don't like here, so definitely click on that as well, because I am touching on the weather there and on the seasons. So a lot of people would say here, well, we say there's 4 seasons, but truly it's like the hot season, and then it's like, you know, it's like a very mild winter. But even when you fly in here, by the way, don't forget, we do have the RDU International Airport.
That's very convenient, actually. I love it. It's 15 minutes away.
But every time we come back home from summer, it rains. Every time. and the airplane, you know, kind of shakes and it's windy. And, you know, the very funny
That's
story...
because it's summer. It's summertime.
It's summertime,
so
yeah. The heavy rains, yeah. So, and do you remember when we came from LA and our daughter in our car? So our daughter was born in LA, and when we entered North Carolina, we were on a highway, and Anais was like, "Mommy, what is this?" It was pouring, and she had never seen so much lightning, and she was like, "What is this?" And we looked at each other and we're like, "Oh my God,
rain!"
And she would tell everyone here in kindergarten, she's like, "I'm not from North Carolina." No, actually, she would say, "I'm not from the U.S. I'm from California." And we're like, "Yeah, you're a Californian girl." So anyway, that is the first one on our list: unpredictable heavy rains. The second one on my list was, and I'm gonna go now. From 5 to 1, I'm looking at, I made notes, the red clay grounds.
Yeah, the ground is, so imagine that wherever you go, you have about a ground that's this thick, this is dirt, and after that you're going to it's just hard rock clay.
Right.
So I've seen from, on construction sites, pretty much everywhere, there's clay everywhere.
Right.
Clay. All the trees, they pretty much just they stick their roots in approximately this thick of ground, so it's very common that trees just fall and you have no idea why did that tree fall. That's one of the reasons.
And especially I think for all of you that have a green thumb, I am not into gardening. I love being there at the beach or sitting at my pool and enjoying the gardener. But I do love flowers, and I have to say we've been in this house for about 5 or 6 years already, and there was something that also attacked our plants, and we do have a gardener that comes and maintains the ground and everything. But when it comes to planting new flowers, you really gotta have a green thumb to constantly maintain and put a lot of soil.
Yeah.
Right? So it's not the easiest thing to do, for sure.
Even if you wanna just grow grass, that's going to be challenging. Because while in other areas, grass grows, I mean,
fast.
They say, "Oh, it's grass, I can't even kill it." Well, it's not the case here.
You can't kill it here.
You have to maintain it really well in order to be able to keep that grass.
That's for sure. Alright, the other thing is poor public transportation. Man.
Don't even get
there.
Even though I think it's getting a little bit better though.
Yes,
because
definitely.
most of the areas, I mean, especially if you go to like Chapel Hill, they have a hub that is actually free. So it's very good from that perspective.
Yeah, you can take the train from, you can go to downtown and take the train, that's for sure. You can get to Charlotte, you can get to other cities. You can take the bus, but I mean, it's
just
so
get
rare.
the car.
It's so rare that I see a bus, go carry kind of in and out, and I think it's definitely getting better. But yeah, if you are if you're from New York or from, I wouldn't even say LA, because in LA you really gotta have a car too. It wasn't the easiest.
Just the metro in LA, which helps a lot, obviously, but it just depends.
Right. Yes.
It depends.
But
here, public transportation, I'd say that they are doing some effort, but it's probably going to take quite a few years until that's going to be something really effective.
But on the plus side though, if you are into biking, we have greenways that connect, we have miles of greenways that connect all these towns, and the city of Raleigh with Cary, with Apex, Holly Springs. Yes. You go to the tobacco trail, right? Like it's miles to Durham. So, and they're working on those greenways. So truly, I think it's a catch-22, because I am not necessarily a big public transportation girl. I grew up in Romania and I couldn't care less. I drive. But when it comes to biking and taking the bike, for me, I got myself, I got myself an Electra, a bike.
Yeah, so it's like a cruiser.
A cruiser, so my vision...
Because almost everything is paved here, so you go on the greenways and there are miles and miles of greenways. You can get from one greenway to the other greenway, which eventually connects to another greenway, and then you get on the tobacco trail, which comes all the way from New Hill up to Durham. So
you
like
can
28
put like
miles.
a little cart
it's amazing.
On my bike, on my Electra, that's my dream, and just go biking, exercise for a couple of hours, go up to Durham, buy myself some really cool stuff at South Point and come back and not have to take the car, which is great exercise. I did something good. I take a whole day for myself. It's like a whole vacation without the phone, just to be on the bike, which I personally think it's pretty darn cool. We didn't do that in anywhere else that we've lived in, so that's great.
Yeah, by the way, on Tobacco Trail, you can, if you like horseback riding, you can do that as well. So you will see a lot of people there on horses, walking, biking. So pretty much there are endless opportunities for outdoors. So I love
absolutely. Next, school closures. That hurts. We have 2 children, 8-year-old and a 14-year-old, 15-year-old, which, she's like, yes, there's no school. But our 8-year-old, when, we're in real estate, we are fairly busy, run our own brokerage here. And so when the school closes because of the weather.
There's 1 inch of snow, literally. There's 1 inch of snowfall.
Yeah.
And everything's shut down because the town doesn't have the right equipment to clean everything, and the roads are going to be a little bit icy, so they don't want to take that responsibility, obviously, but because they do not have the right equipment or enough of it, they're not prepared for snow really. You can expect 2, 3, 4 days, depends, but generally speaking, during the years, or since we've been here for over 10 years now, we had about a week maybe of snow, which I was actually very happy with, because all the kids and everyone, in the morning, let's go sledding. So you just jump in a car, 10 minutes from driving distance. You just have some fun, but you have to make sure you do it in the morning, because by 10, 11, 12, it's no longer snow, it's more like mud. But hey.
So if you work from home, it's easier now for most of the people that have a flexible job when kids don't go to school. But if you are a doctor, if you have to go to surgeries, if you're an attorney, you have to be in court. If you're a teacher, whatever your job is that involves leaving the house, well, what do you do with your kids? So you have to have several babysitters, several backup plans, and everybody knows school closures, and people are more, I think employees, the companies are more open to just saying, okay, we'll work from home, right? So COVID did change that to the better for parents in North Carolina, but overall, it's not the easiest thing when they just send you a text message at 6 a.m. By the way, the school is closed.
Remember, we had some clients, they moved here from California, we had them buy a house here.
Yeah. And
then when there was snow, first they were very happy. Oh, we have snow, oh, look at that, that's amazing. And then we got a notification that the school was closed. And we were like, okay.
So what do we do now?
What do we do?
So they called us, is this common? yeah, by the way, it's common. Which they didn't, we didn't talk about that, they had to come with the job, so there was an option for them, but just letting you know. So this leads to the first thing on my list actually, which is kind of hurricane threats. So now with Hurricane Ian that devastated part of Florida, it was one of the strongest hurricanes. How did it affect us? Speaking of schools and generally, it really, since we've been here, I never felt in danger, ever. We're already used to the heavy rains, we're used to the wind, we're used to that, but the hurricane hit Florida, and then school closed, that's it, the hurricane's there, so we got some rain, like it was heavy rain and some wind, for sure. Some of the neighborhoods you could see a lot of tree limbs on the ground. I don't think it was anything major, at least not in the Wake County area that we're in. There wasn't any major flooding or anything like that. But of course everyone is driving slower. However, that is just the extent of the hurricane. So it wasn't anything dangerous could it be that we are going to have a heavier like a hurricane here? Absolutely. We are close enough to the coast. We're 2.5 hours away from the coast, which is one of the beautiful things about here, like about being here. Actually, tomorrow we're going to the beach, so head out at 8, at 10 o'clock we'll be there, 10:30 we'll come back at 11 p.m. We just had a whole day at the beach, and the beach is beautiful. There's so many beautiful beaches. So you know what? Yes, pros and cons of being closer to the coast, but I don't think.
Yeah, overall, I'd say when it comes to like hurricanes and weather,
yeah,
during the summer, I think it's more relevant because we have a lot of rain.
Yeah.
But the weather here is overall, I think it's really nice. I personally really love it because between like January all the way till May, it's like a long, beautiful spring, perfect weather, not humid, not too dry,
and not
just
too cold.
Exactly what you need. In like the 70s, it's
like
really
a subtropical
nice.
climate here. So
and then the same thing happens from August on, like so from starting September all the way till like the end of November. It's amazing. I mean.
So yeah, you have the hurricane threats, like you know when the strong hurricane season is, but overall it is so great to be here. Like we are in October right now. In other states it's already winter. Like go to Canada, go to New York. I mean you're gonna be shoveling freaking ice and snow for 6 months, and that's why a lot of people are moving here to Raleigh, North Carolina. You know, and that's why we're doing these videos, because we've been through this. I mean, we came from Romania, which is super cool. Then we moved to Los Angeles. Then we came here. So we've experienced all of that. So really, if you are considering moving to Raleigh or to the suburbs, we are in Cary, Apex, Holly Springs, there's all these suburbs so close. You might want to go to Durham, Duke University.
You shot several vlogs about all these.
Oh yeah, definitely. We have a bunch of videos, 3 videos every single week. I mean, these are not scripted. We're just putting some notes on, you know, we've known the area for so long. And I think it's the best to just kind of give you information just the way it is. Like there's no fluff here, there's just things, and we post 3 videos every week. So if you have questions about a certain suburb, about other things that you might want us to record, by the way, and I posted it in, and I said that in my previous video about snakes. Like there's a video only on snakes with a snake catcher from here, right? Or, oh my god, snakes. Or bugs or anything like that. So exactly. Please leave comments. Let us know what you want us to record, and if you say, you know, I want a specific neighborhood, we'll go there and we'll record it for you. So and we'll post it so you can watch it 10,000 times while you're having a cup of coffee in the morning. So I think with that in mind, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. Let us know if you're coming here in 9 days, 90 days, it doesn't really matter. Me and my team, this is my husband. You just met him right now. His name is Mihai. He goes by Michael. We have several agents on our team. We will be more than happy to talk to you. You can schedule a Zoom call as well. We will put the links. Everything is there. So just feel free to connect with us, and we'll be more than happy to help you with the transition to the Raleigh, North Carolina area. Thank you again for watching. Thanks, babe.
Of course. All right.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.